longer than what I thought, but we're gonna go ahead and get your reading done very, very quickly because I have kids that I gotta go pick up later here, like within the next 20 to 25 minutes. So let's see what comes out for Libra. Also, I will be doing these for Cancer and Aries too, but that would have to be done at a different time. Usually in the morning when I will do readings like these. So it's probably going to be tomorrow morning or something like that. So Libra, for you, if you guys like the information that's on this video, like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. At the same time, I also want to say that there's a lot of things that are going on here with these readings. I will be trading in cash in person, also in gold in person if necessary. If people have assets that they have, but they don't have like cash or something like that, well, that's fine. I will also be accepting payments in gems, silver, gold, copper, all of that. So I'll have to figure out a system for that. For those of you guys who are looking to be tarot readers or anything like that, I am coming up with the structure for a masterclass. So when I have that ready, I will go ahead and let you guys know on that. So I want to get into your reading now. So you got the Page of Pentacles and the sector of the playing cards. The Page of Pentacles in and of itself is a card that is associated with looking out for things or being on the lookout for things, or having your eyes set on a specific direction, maybe a little bit of anxiety having to do with that. There's a 7 here, so there's a lot of thinking going on, maybe overthinking. I think I mentioned it in the description. But overall, one of the main things is balance, looking out for balance. Check out the Capricorn reading because this card was there. So I don't remember what it was connected to. I think it was connected to possibly the actions sector, and I believe it was connected to unity. So you have the possibility of living within this stable energy here of the Four of Wands, right? Celebration and all of that. It just has to take a great idea in order to make it happen. Now, I feel that in some way, shape, or form, you guys want to move, even though you might not have a specific direction in mind. But that's actually backward movement, if you think about it. The cheetah is actually heading in the backwards direction as opposed to a forward direction. So that could play a part in it. But we'll see what cards pop out. And from there, look at that, the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. So this card specifically, and you know what, let me turn on this light, it's a little bit dark in here. Alright, so the fairy who was kissed by the pixies is a card specifically meant to allow you to feel that the energy of the universe is actually working through you. And of course, let's go ahead and before we flip, let's go ahead and put these cards down. And as I shuffle these cards, just think about these various different aspects of your life, just kind of go over them in your mind as I drop these cards. Whatever cards are dropped are going to be beneficial for you in that aspect. And so when we do these readings tend to aim very specifically at different things. So take it as it resonates. This is a general reading though, so it might be specific only for some of you and not all of you, Libra. So let's see what we got. I already have 4 minutes in. That means that I'm already at like 2:05, so I gotta hurry this up. And there's something about a hurrying, or the energy of being hurried, the energy of quick movement, things like that. And then let's see. Yeah, see, There's an inability to create abundance in one's life in terms of the emotional state, because there's just this hurry energy, you know? So the inability to move away from something is something that will also play a role in your reading today. Okay, now we shuffle the animal spirits to see what kind of energy comes through. I feel like there is some type of transformational energy that's trying to break through, but we'll go ahead and see what that is right now, Libra. I do get the green light go, but make sure that you're headed in the forward direction and not the back direction, right? So let's see what cards pop up for the animal spirits, and this will help us to gain a better perspective on this. Dragonfly in the reverse, which means that it's unbalanced, and the lamb in the reverse, which is unbalanced energy as well, and the black egg in the reverse. So in essence, your energy, it wants to say something, but it doesn't yet have the ability to say it. You're still building up the information and all of that that's behind that, so don't stress yourself out with that. I will say that overthinking was something that I put into the description. Make sure that you're not being forced to work with that energy. You're meant to basically transmute it. Okay, so this is a very, ooh, you got the Oak Man too. Okay, so the Oak Man is about wisdom. Oh, and you got Mick the Necromancer in the reverse too. Okay. First things first. In the thoughts section, there's a necessity to be honest with yourself. All right, Libra. This isn't anything that you have to do towards other people, but this is more being honest with yourself, and being honest with yourself about the level of knowledge that you have. Now, being honest with yourself will allow you to, to move on to calmer shores. That much is for sure, because when up here quiets down, right here becomes quiet too. So, in the thought sector, the Six of Wands is telling you, there's certain things that you gotta let go, you gotta release about yourself. Release seems to be one of the aspects of this reading today. And the Knight of Wands is saying, do it quickly. Like there's a necessity for you to depart from these thoughts, because whatever these thoughts are, they're not helping your general energy. The general energy behind the Dragonfly, let's go to that one first. That's the first one that pops out at me. It's a master of light, illusion, and the mind. Okay, so this definitely has something to do with the mind. And the Dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The Dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, and as it's always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the Dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. There you go. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance, and the Dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. So there you go, Libra. This energy is in the reverse, so pretty sure that some of you can't concentrate, and pretty sure that some of you got a busy mind. You know what? I don't know what all I put into the description, but it does have something to do with the mind. So to bring this into balance, focus on your breath. So Qigong, right? Movement. Visualize the energy. You'll find yourself calm down. You'll find yourself with the ability to draw the information that needs to come in, because the universe is trying to send you messages, but how are you to appropriately interpret them if you have a certain bias against it, right? So perceptions need to change, Libra. The Dragonfly energy is letting you know that when you focus on your breath and you start to calm down and you start to move and focus your energy, then what ends up happening is you're able to see clearly. You have this type of joyful and exuberant energy to you, which technically seems magical if you really think about it. But there is a necessity to ground, because look at the downward triangle with the arrow going through it, that's Earth, and that downward, or this normally is a downward triangle, but since it's reversed, it's the air sign. So essentially, it is pointing at a necessity to ground your mind, but it's a necessity to ground your mind because that lamb energy is a type of energy that that shows you're being guided, like you're literally being like led by the hand by source. So if we go over here and we go into the earth energy, the energy of the lamb is it's an energy of understanding. It's being shown something. You're being shown something, and it's almost like you're being shown what patience is. That's what's coming to mind. You're being shown what patience is at this point in time, Libra. And 1111. So yeah, that has so check into any situations that test your patience, because that is going to be one of the things that helps you to move forward. It's I feel like you're here. The mental and the feeling space. I feel more it's mental than feeling, right? Air and earth sign, the necessity to ground, and the necessity to ground the mind. But one thing that I'm drawing is this. Both these cards have lines in them. So pay attention to the energy that sits in the situation. Pay attention to reading in between the lines when it comes to communication, when it comes to thought processes and things like that. And then when it comes to you too. Do that to yourself as well. Read between the lines and see what exactly is trying to come out. Because a lot of the times I feel that Libra, in this time frame, there's a lot of things that maybe you haven't noticed in terms of communication, and that could be detrimental to your path, especially if you're trying to get guided by the universe and the universe isn't able to get that message to you. Okay. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established, i.e., being honest with yourself and listening. I feel like when the black egg is in the reverse, it's about listening, and when the black egg turns into the upright, which is divine energy, that's when you express yourself, right? So just the fact that the black egg is there, that means that soon enough you are going to express yourself. Let's see. The lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this general creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, receive. So at this point in time, you got to get ready for a message, Libra. You might notice that your energy is not in that space that it needs to be when you're quiet and you're timid and you're concerned. But more so like when you're just concerned without any like action, right? Because this is all like passive energy. It's not really like doing things. So that's when you know that you're out of balance. But to bring it into balance, you meditate and you listen. And I don't know about the word meditation, but at least listening has the ability to help you out quite a bit. The all of this is pointing towards wisdom. Like literally, you're going to be given mind-blowing wisdom. And of course, I did mention something about the Ace of Swords, and it's right there in your feeling space. How about that, baby? How about that? You got the Ace of Swords sitting right there next to the Oak Man. And so generally the universe is trying to give you knowledge on all aspects of life, in the feeling space or in your vibratory sector, in the thought space, and your general energies, as well as what's going on here in the physical world, because you got the Lao Mei, which is about giving and receiving, and for whatever reason, number 30 seems to be a number that's going to be attributed to you, and it's also a number that's going to be attributed to Aries as well. I will be putting out an Aries reading, like I said, probably tomorrow. So, as we move on from the thought sector to the feeling sector, and you understand that in your general vibration, you understand that there's an opportunity for new thoughts, for a new mindset, for a new way of thinking about things and doing things, and a new sense of perception. The energy is there, but in some way, shape, or form, I feel like half of you understands that, and then the other half, it just doesn't feel like it has the energy, the hope. Because when you think about this, look at, you got the star card in the reverse, so essentially that's like almost like hopelessness. But notice there's water being poured, plenty of water, right? I feel like the energy you're feeling is more like this, and of course, um, with that Ace of Cups in the reverse that we had seen somewhere, I very much feel that there's this energy of not feeling like you have the ability to be abundant. I am here to tell you, however, Libra, that this message, whatever it is, it's actually part of the message. It's a part of a three phase process that is going to make you very, very successful. And whether this happens in 3 months or in 3 years, who knows? I think that's up to you, Libra. The star card in the reverse is letting me know that, yeah, you might be feeling hopeless in terms of the energy that you feel, in terms of coming up with new ideas, but the energy is there. The fact that the raw is there, regardless of whether it's there in the reverse or in the upright position, is letting me know you have a lot of energy. There's a lot of wisdom that wants to come through. On the physical sector, there is a necessity to give and receive. With the Ten of Cups in the reverse, I feel like the reason why you're not experiencing this happiness, this happy life, happy family type of energy, it has to do with that giving and receiving, Libra. The giving and receiving, it doesn't have anything to do with the bigger picture, but I feel like it has to do more with the smaller aspects of life. Those specific things that we know you're all thinking about, Libra. So I don't specifically know what all you might be thinking about, but however, this lets me know that you are thinking, perhaps overthinking, and you have a sense of knowledge, and you already know that part of it has to do with giving and receiving unconditionally. But I think, Libra, and the one thing that pops out to me is, are you scared that you won't receive back? Because the fairy who was kissed by the pixies right here, you see it? That's you, right there in the middle. That blue figure, surrounded by all of these people, that's you. So, what are you going to decide, Libra? Are you going to move forward with this energy by giving and receiving and allowing yourself to not just be honest with yourself, but be honest with others and let the information come in? Or will you continue on the same path you have been on for quite some time now? That was perfect. Okay, so in the space of your thoughts, the truth wants to make itself known, and it wants to come out. That decision is up to you. But whatever you do with that Ace of Swords energy, whatever messages come out, I feel like whatever they encompass will be something here on the physical world, the everyday experience. And that might actually lead you to communicate a lot more. Of course, it could be saying get out there more. Get out there and talk to people, because that could help you. Obviously, three of wands means get out there, and then, while you're out there, you could focus technically on, on the stuff that comes in, whether it's rewards, whether it's information, but you're not meant to focus specifically on it. It's just information to help you move on to the Four of Cups, which is a celebration, which is some type of victory, some type of small victory, if that. Between your feelings and your actions, the energy that sits there is a Plutonian energy, so there's a lot of energy there. But Plutonian energy is core energy. So when you're talking about core energy, and you're talking about your own specific, energy itself, there's a necessity for you not to be scared. There's a necessity for you to trust your intuition. There's a necessity for you to understand that your nightmares might actually be unfounded. Like there's no reason why you should fear that you don't have enough knowledge, because I think you do. I think you do, and because the Aquarian card is here, it's actually saying your best bet is to learn as you go. All right, Libra. That's a very very interesting message there, and of course the Seven of Diamonds, or the Seven of Wands. On the physical world, you might feel like you're fighting for your position, but in all reality, when you think about the energy of the page, I feel like you're seeing something that's not really there. And for me, well, I've been paying attention more to that energy, making sure that I'm not feeling I'm not seeing anything that's there. I've been helping my significant other to do that, and at first I had to be trained in that myself by her in order to help her and others do the same thing. That Plutonian energy and the energy between your feelings and your actions, keep it positive. Keep it positive, because soon enough things are going to get better, and things are already growing, right? The need for expansion is already there, but you just got to shoot for your dreams. When Neptune shows up more than Jupiter, I feel like there's the energy of expansion there already, and especially since Pluto is there, just keep it positive, Libra. That's probably the best thing you can do at this point in time. All right, so let's see what pops up, right? Jacks, the Jack of the Page of Wands. Page of Wands energy. My fears of tomorrow are simply melting away. Ooh, that is a very good one to hold in your thought space and in your feeling space. This, I feel, will help you understand that, you know what, your passion is enough to carry you forward, Libra. And there's no necessity there's no necessity to undergo, let's say, for instance, that wasn't going in the right direction. The fears of tomorrow, they disappear once you actually understand you have the knowledge to move forward and to move past them and actually to move through them. That's the Plutonian energy. But you have to be guided by the universe first to learn how to do that. Nine of Swords. Oh, look at that. Nine of Swords and Nine of Swords right there. Though these times are difficult, they are only a short phase of life. Ooh, that is so powerful. Sweet Jesus, Libra. So basically, if you're attributing the actions that you engage in and you move it over into the feeling space, before you actually take action, the Nine of Swords energy, if you tell yourself that, yeah, you're going through a tough time, but this is only temporary, you're going to benefit very much out of that, Libra. Very, very much. Very much. Like, I don't even know how much, but since, that star card is there, I'm fairly certain it's quite a bit. All right. The Seven of Diamonds. Look at that. Seven of Diamonds right there. So, okay. The Seven of Diamonds, or the Seven of Wands, I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. So this card was already sitting at the bottom of the deck. And so as you can see, the Five of Cups is now there. I said something about Cups energy, right? And it says, I am at peace with who I am as a person. Ooh. Those are some powerful affirmations, guys. Like, I literally want to, tear up because that's how crazy it is. But, I will go ahead and leave it here, Libra. There's something that you need to walk away. Be honest with yourself, because that's what's going to help you. Tell yourself that you already have the qualities necessary to be extremely successful, along with the idea that your fears are just simply going to melt away as you focus more on that energy. And though things are difficult, remember, everything changes. Change is a constant, Libra. And change is a good thing because it takes you out of your bad situations into good ones. Okay? And if it takes you from a good one to a bad one, it's because you need to learn a lesson there, Libra. And that lesson, whatever it might be, is going to help you in giving unconditionally and receiving unconditionally. And then being ready for that abundance. So with that, thank you, Libra. If you resonated very well with this message, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I will go ahead and see you on the next reading, whenever that reading is. So you guys stay safe, stay knowledgeable, stay classy. I'll see you on the next one.